Dear brothers and sisters, let us continue the book reading Reality at Dawn, written by Babuji Maharaj, chapter Spiritual Training. The preliminary step in the right type of training is that the aspirant's tendencies of mind be directed towards God. For this, the learned teachers of religion mostly prescribe physical practices of body and mind picked up from religious books. People often find it a hard task to follow them, and thus they remain lingering on indefinitely in the very beginning with no further progress. A capable teacher should do this by his own effort, exercising the power of transmission in order to create a permanent and deep rooted effect. When our mind is directed towards God, we naturally begin to feel ourselves in touch with the Supreme Power in all our actions and workings. When this state of mind is permanently established within, every act we do will then seem to be a part of devotion or divine offering, and we shall thereby in constant remembrance of God all the while. Inner vibrations in the heart soon begin to be felt by the aspirant. This is the beginning of the spiritual state known as Shabda or Ajapa. It develops automatically as we proceed along the right path under proper guidance. Certain people who practice japa outwardly for a long time sometimes find that even during sleep they go on with japa as usual. This they misunderstand as a japa or shabda. It is not only so by constant practice. Their heart and tongue becomes habituated to it, and the action continues even when they are in sleep or otherwise consciousness. It, however, stops if they give up the practice of for some time. This is only by the force of the habit and is not the actual state of Vajapa. The condition of Vajapa, rightly believed to be a high spiritual achievement acquired after years of hard labor, is only a matter of weeks or rather days. Through right training by the process of transmission, the vibrations thus created remain for some time located in the heart, after which they gradually develop over to the other chakras and finally to every particle of the body. It is then known as Anhad. The method to be pursued as recommended in our mission is meditation under efficient guidance, which is by far the most useful and probably the only means of securing complete success. Here, Babuji Maharaj is explaining us about the condition of ajapa. Initially, the primary step in the right type of training is that aspirants should develop the tendency of their mind to be directed towards God. That means all these days, a person who is completely turned towards this outer world will slowly start turning his view or his insight towards God. For this, usually the learned teachers or so-called gurus of religion, they prescribe the people different physical practices of body as well as mind, which proves to be very difficult for the people to practice it. So, because of this, their progress will not happen and they will be there in the very beginning state or stage where they were before entering into that particular system of practice. So for this, a capable teacher should do this by his own effort, exercising the power of transmission in order to create a permanent and deep-rooted effect on the abhyasi. That means the capable master will transmit his yogic power into the abhyasi and turns the tendencies of his mind towards God. So for this, that Supreme Master or Supreme Being is very much needed. So when our mind is directed towards God, naturally we start feeling within ourselves that we are always in touch with that Supreme Power or God in all our activities, actions, and also workings. When this state of mind is permanently established within us, every act what we do will become a part of devotion, or it becomes the divine offering, and we shall thereby be in constant remembrance of God all the while. So, after developing this state of condition in an abhyasi, what happens? The inner vibrations in the heart sets in, and the abhyasi starts feeling divine vibrations or divine impulses in his heart. For this, I would like to share my experience with all of you. I think it was 2 or 3 months of practice, and I was so crazy to do meditation on those days. And if at all, if some program is there, or we have to travel to somewhere or some place in the early morning, then I used to wake up by 2 o'clock, and first I used to do the meditation, and then the other jobs were following. One day what happened? One of our friends came to our house, and we both started discussing regarding Surge Mark system, and were talking till up to I think 2 o'clock or 1:30 like that. So, and again I have to get up by 6 o'clock in the morning because I was supposed to go to my bank duties. So then what I did, I sat for meditation by 2 o'clock only, and I completed the meditation, and then I went to bed. So this was my condition. So after practicing for 2 or 3 months, one day when I sat for meditation, some kind of loud sound or vibration, I can say, it started vibrating my inner system, and it was very much there in my heart. I was a little shaken actually, and was even surprised, and just I opened my eyes and I searched from where the sound is coming, but it was quite silent. Again when I closed my eyes, again that sound, that vibrations started. So then I thought that something might have gone wrong. So all these things are happening. Okay, let me leave for this day. And next day when I sat again, after few minutes, again the same vibrations. So it continued for 1 week. After that, I was unable to make out what is this. And then see how Babuji Maharaj helps the Abhyasis. When I went to Satsang, Annigiri Anna, he came from Raichur. And then I asked Annigiri Anna, Anna, just I am feeling this condition whenever I sit for meditation. It is completely shaking my inner system. I don't know what is this. Then he kept quiet, and after some time he called me, personally, and he told me that, see sister, this is the state of ajapa condition Babaji Maharaj has bestowed. Don't worry. Very soon it will take its shape and it will change, the condition will change. So then I realized that this is ajapa state of condition. Why I am disclosing these things before you and sharing with you is that whatever Babaji Maharaj is telling us or has written in his book, it is the practical experience. What an abhyasi will come across during his spiritual pursuit under the capable guidance of our Supreme Master Babaji Maharaj. So further, what Babaji Maharaj is saying that some people will practice this japa mechanically, chanting the mantras, will develop a state of condition that even though they are in sleep, they feel that they are doing the japa. And they will be mistaken and will think that this is the state of ajapa, but it is not so. Why? Because it is the habit what they have cultivated and induced it to their mind and tongue. And if they leave this practice for some time, this state of condition will also leave them. So that means this is mainly because of their mechanical practice, the result of their mechanical practice, and not the state of ajapa. And the state of ajapa, rightly believed to be a high spiritual achievement acquired after years of hard labor, is only a matter of weeks or rather days through right training by the process of transmission. This is 100% proved, and I am the practical example before you. And then the vibrations that are created due to the state of ajapa condition in our heart, gradually it develops over to other chakras and finally to every particle of the body. Then it is known as anhad. That means each and every particle of our body, we feel the divine vibrations or the presence of our Master in each and every particle of our body. Then this condition is called as anhat. The method to be pursued as recommended in our mission is meditation under efficient guidance, which is by far the most useful and probably the only means of securing complete success. So, dear brethren, let us never miss doing the meditation because it expands our inner circle and it starts receiving the divine impulses and also the condition which Babaji Maharaj want to bestow upon us. So we should never ignore or neglect doing meditation. With this, I would like to conclude today's satsang, and let us know more aspects in the forthcoming satsang. Till then, I take leave. Pranams. Namaste.